Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be going over quickly we have an hour till reset, so we're just going to upload this as fast as we can. But today we're going to be going over the duos and the trios and the 4-man, 5-man groups. What are the compositions that you actually want to play for the ladder reset? Now, this video is going to be scuffed because I'm doing it live an hour before reset, so I apologize for that ahead of time. Chat was yelling at me to go and make this video, so here we are. So what we have here is on speedrun.com is a really good reference to be able to tell which builds are going to be really solid to start the game with. So right here, we have the co-op duo run, and I'm going to give you a couple other suggestions than whatever the world record is, because not necessarily everybody wants to set a world record. They just want to be able to see if the build is strong enough or the group is strong enough to be able to enjoy and have a good time, right? So right here, these guys, it looks like they did the world record on a druid and a sorceress. Obviously you do need a sorceress. I would definitely recommend just playing sorceress as at least a requirement, like to go fast, to go like smoothly or cleanly. But you can go, you know, maybe a Javazon and like a paladin. Try to synergize some of your skills well. Conviction allows you to be a little bit flexible. So the world record currently has a druid and a sorceress, but another thing you could do is like a barbarian and a sorceress. The barbarian would feel a little bit underwhelming, but it allows the battle orders, and then anytime the sorceress gets some items, the barbarian, or kills a monster or gets some items, the barbarian can hork and then, you know, receive some of those items and start powering up a bit. The barbarian does need a little bit of gear to power up, but after you get like an oath or an unbending will, you should be good to go. So let's take a look at the trios or 3-man. So for this 3-man group, let's take a look quickly at the video. Oops. Scuffed. We got world record over here, man. So looks like, again, we have Macabre, who's an awesome player, fantastic player. You should check out these guys if you haven't already. Lucky is awesome player as well. We have Macabre on sorceress. You have the barbarian, and then you have that druid again. So the triple 3-man comp, you have druid, barbarian, and sorceress. And I would actually say that's pretty smart, bringing a barbarian in just for that leap. There's a lot of crowd control that character can have. Another option, maybe if you don't want to play a barb or you don't have a barbarian with you, is an assassin. The assassin has an insane amount of crowd control through Mind Blast. Being able to cast like a Shadow Master, just like have them go die for you, pull some aggro, and then like what is it called? The Cloak of Shadows. Cloak of Shadows can be super good as well. So those are the suggestions I have there. Assassin's good. You could even go triple Hammerdin. Triple Hammerdin or 3 Hammerdins. One of each like aura to like boost the team maybe. You know, could be good. Like one using Salvation, another one using Concentration, and maybe another one using like Fanaticism for mercenaries or something, smiting and stuff like that. I don't know. You could try something like that. I think once you get into the higher amount of players, the more flexibility is there. Unless you're going 3 barb. Don't do 3 barb. Probably don't want to do 3 necromancers either. Yeah, that can be rough. But 3-man's very strong because of that player count boost that you get. So just for reference, player count boost that I'm talking about right now is the loot increases on players 1, players 3, players 5, and players 7. There are some other rules when we're talking about parties and stuff like that. You can go look up all that stuff on Max Roll if you're interested in it as well. So then we're going to go look at the 5-man world record here. Just make sure I open up the right thing. Let's close all this crap. Try it again. So the 5-man world record. What do we got here? We have sorceress again. We're using a Zon, an assassin, a barbarian, and a druid. It seems like that druid is going to be really strong, and I think I understand why that they have the druid, because Poison Creeper just absolutely decimates. I don't know if you've seen it in speedruns or the 8-man speedrun, but it's very, very strong. And then You can also use like Tornado. You can go into Tornado, and then Macro recently made a video on the Shockwave Druid. Shockwave Druid looks insane, dude. It looks insane. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Check out Macro. Tell him I sent you. But yeah, so Druid has a lot of options there. Higher player count damage does drop for the Druid though. Barbarian, fantastic in your group. Leaping, crowd control. The Assassin for the speed and more crowd control, and Death Sentry with Corpse Explosion. Necromancer also does the same thing as well. If you have a lot of sorceresses together, it's good to have like multi-element, but it's not necessarily best to have only sorceresses in your group. You are gonna suffer a little bit once you come across some like resistances, and as the game gets a little bit harder. So that is what I have to say about these different compositions. And then 8-man, if you're in the 8-man, you can definitely go check out all this stuff. The composition almost doesn't matter as long as you kind of organize well. And you have like one of each class is okay. Like, that's not what we do in the 8-man speedruns, but one of each class is kind of okay. You know, use everybody's skills and abilities to their strengths as much as you can. So anyways, hopefully this guide or video, the scuffed video, helps you out. I know that this was unedited, and yeah, chat peer pressured me into making this. So hopefully you enjoy it. Much love. You are all beasts.